one of my teachers from India, a brilliant, very spiritual man named Saji from Fort Kochi. If you go to Fort Kochi, everybody knows him. He's actually, I think he is the only Swami in Kerala, in the southern state of India. Brilliant man, go check him out, highly recommend it. He gives a practice that's based on the Shivananda style of yoga, but he goes into different variations and has his own way about things. I practiced with him quite a lot, and one of the things that I found very useful was that he would give these 6 simple stretches and say, with these 6 simple stretches, any advanced posture is possible. So first, you need to have these 6 basic stretches mastered, and once you do, then you can go on to almost any advanced posture. And after practicing with him, I can agree with that. And so with his style, he would start in Shavasana, in a relaxed pose, and he would speak a lot, and then we would have a short meditation and do pranayama or breathing exercises, and then we would do 12 sun salutations. There's 12 movements in the sun salutation, and that go for 12 months of the year, and also there's 12 sun salutations for the 12 months of the year. So after your body is nice and warmed up from the sun salutations, which I just did, then he would start the 6 simple stretches. And I advise you to do the same. Don't try these exercises cold, otherwise you might hurt yourself. So get warmed up, do some sun salutations, and then you can begin with these simple stretches. The first one is you're going to lie on your back. Bring your hands up above your head. Roll onto the right side of your body. Bring your right hand and put it into your right ear so you're balancing on the side of your body. Then bend your left leg. If possible, reach down and grab your big toe with your 2 fingers. And if possible, straighten your leg into the air and pull down towards the ground. If that's not possible, if you can't straighten your leg, don't bend it. You want to have your legs straight, both legs straight for that matter. The leg on the floor is straight, the leg in the air is straight. Grab wherever is good for you. If that's your thigh, your calf, or you can also use a strap. So I would say use a strap, put it around your foot, and from here, wherever is good for you, wherever your flexibility level. He says that once you master these stretches, for example, I can reach on the outside of my foot, so reach in and on the outside of my foot, stretch my leg up, grab onto my foot and pull down to the floor so my elbow is on the ground. That's pretty good. Most people are not that flexible. Some can get their leg even further down. They don't need to pull their arm down. Go at your own pace. That's number 1. Number 2, you do both sides. So one on the right side, one on the left side, one on the right side, one on the left side. I'll just give you one on each side. Number 2 is you lay on your back, both legs straight, bring one leg into the air. Again, grab onto wherever you can. For me, I'm pretty flexible in this one, so I can grab onto my foot. This leg is straight. I take an inhale and bring my head towards my chin and breathe naturally. Each stretch, you want to be there for at least 5 to 10 full breaths. Inhale, exhale. And again, if you're flexible, maybe you can touch your elbows to the ground. The important thing is both legs are straight. So if you're not flexible, I would recommend using a strap, bringing your head up to your shin, maybe using one hand to keep the other leg on the ground flat, and use the strap to help you in your stretches. The third stretch, you bring your foot in, drop your knee to the side, and then bring your foot up towards your head. Again, both feet, both hips should be flat on the ground. Once you're advanced, if you're advanced, if not, you can also again use your strap. Same thing, wrap it around your foot. Foot come this way. If you are advanced, you can bring your foot up to your head, reach around with the opposite hand, and try to bring your foot over your head and make sure both legs are as close to the ground as possible. The next is kind of like an upside down pigeon variation. So you would bring one leg into the air, then you're going to bring your foot towards the opposite shoulder. So I have my right foot into the air. I'm going to bring it over to my left shoulder. So I can come up high. Make sure you activate your knee. You keep your knee nice and supported by flexing your foot. If you're flexible, you can bring it down towards your shoulder, but do not bring your foot down and then come up this way. You'll really hurt your knee. There's a lot of pressure on that. Don't do that. Bring your foot high and then bring it down towards your shoulder. If you're flexible, you can maybe cradle your foot into your elbow and pull it towards your shoulder. Maybe open it up a little bit and just breathe. If that's easy, you can also take the same hand. So this is my right foot. Take my right hand, grab onto my toe, and look up so that I am opening up my hip and kind of using my arm like a pillow. And then release. If that's easy for you, you can also do the full variation of putting your leg behind your head. And one of the things that he said that helps me, take an inhale, exhale out all of your air, bend your knee towards the ground, try to bring your shoulder first onto the inside, and then you can bring your foot behind your head. And then release. The next is kind of a variation of a happy baby pose. So you bring both feet into the air, grab onto the outsides of your feet and pull your knees. So you pull your feet down so your knees go towards the ground. At the same time, you actively kick your feet into your hands. So when you kick your feet into your hands, you'll notice my lower back flattens towards the ground. So here I come up and I pull, which is okay, that's good, it works your hips. But then when I kick, it also works my lower back and supports my core, my trunk, my hips, all of the above. You can also do different variations, bringing your feet together, pulling in. Again, be careful of your knees. The full expression would be to bring both feet behind your head. Which I'll do at a later time. The next stretch is for your back. So it's commonly known as bridge or wheel. Bring your feet in close enough so that you can tap your ankles with your hands. Press your hips into the air. Bring your hands underneath you. Try to bring your arms underneath your back and then press your hips a little higher. And stay here and breathe. When you're finished, let go of your hands. Move your arms out and slowly drop down, going the opposite way that you came in. So you come in, hips, lower back, middle back, upper back. Then you drop down, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips. When you go into wheel, you do the same thing. You bring your hands next to your head, fingers facing towards your feet. Come up safely by pressing your hips up first, lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, head, and then extend your arms. And you can stay 5 or 10 breaths. And then lower down the same way safely. Head, shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips, and relax. The next exercise is to work your stomach, to work your core, work your lower abs. As my teacher says, these exercises will get the cuts. They'll make you ripped. They'll give you a six-pack, in other words. So what you're going to do is raise your legs into the air and then slowly bring your feet down. Keep your feet off the ground. Take an inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. If you have lower back problems or if you feel pain in your back, you can keep your hands underneath your butt. It's also the easiest way to do it. If you're just a beginner or just starting out, I recommend doing this. If you have a little bit more experience, you can keep your hands out to the sides, not under your butt, but also by your hips. You want to make it a little harder, you can bring your hands underneath your head. If you want to make it the hardest, you can bring your hands over your head. So what I like to do is have my hands over my head. Exhale, drop slowly. The slower you go, the harder it is. The more you work your stomach. Take an inhale and slowly come back up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, slowly go down. We used to actually count the count of 10. And then inhale. The count of 10 up. Go down. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. After you do 10 or 15 of these, you can also bring your hands over your thighs, reach towards your knees, but also drop your shoulders down and try to stay up for 10 full breaths. And then relax. The last exercise is a spinal twist. So you will I like to bring both knees into my chest, squeeze my shins, so my knees go up into my armpits, extend one leg out. In this case, I'll extend my left leg, squeeze my right knee, move my hips over to the right, drop my right knee towards the left, extend right arm out and look towards my right hand. And then breathe naturally. And then change sides. Bring both knees up. Extend right leg. Move your hips over to the left. Drop left knee to the right. Extend left hand out. Look towards the left. If you're flexible, you can also extend your legs straight. Maybe grab onto your foot. But just be aware of your spine and what feels good for you. Then bring both knees in. Maybe come up to sit. And once you have those 6 simple stretches mastered, a lot of things will open. So try those, see what happens, and good luck. Have a good day.